Check this out. We got a 40 by 80 metal building that we're about to tour. That is how we framed the whole project. This is an I-beam welded construction. Where are the doors at? You can see they're installing the base trim right now. Where's the walk-in door at? It's about 8,000 pounds. Right here, this is the porch area. These are steel doors. They're super heavy duty. Also very common is to have a lean-to. Welcome backpack. This is Adbeel from WolfSteel Buildings. Check this out. We got a 40 by 80 metal building that we're about to tour. This is an I-beam welded construction. There's a lot of action going on, so I'm gonna actually walk you guys through what's going on, what's gonna happen, and a little bit more details of our process, what it is to get one of these projects with WolfSteel Buildings, just to kind of explain what our process is. So I'm super excited to show you that. Now, before we get started, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Leave us a comment too if you have any questions. So we're always answering the questions as best as we can. It's been a really busy season, but our slower season in the winter, we might have even more. We're gonna have a lot more video content that we're putting all together of all the projects that we've been doing. So you don't want to miss out. We're going very, very strong on our YouTube channel to really provide a lot of guidance and information to everyone that is interested in a metal building. All right, so now let's get this video started. So guys, what we have here is a 40 by 80 metal building. This is all basically I-beams that we're using as the main frames. Then we use C-purlins horizontally. So that is how we frame the whole project for a weld-up building. This is a 40 wide, so we use 12-inch I-beams. You can see here. It's a little bit different construction than our tubular. And it's a lot faster to do a tubular than a red iron weld-up building. But our team here, now a lot of kudos to our team here. They are really efficient at what they do. Everybody knows what they're doing. And when we do the tour, you're gonna see like everybody just knowing what they're doing, and everybody specializes in what they're doing for a metal building. So you'll see that. But yeah, overall, this is what we use. It's just 12-inch I-beams. So right now, before we get into it, I just want to talk to you guys about the process. So when you buy a weld-up building with us, a weld-up building is custom fabricated on site, okay? So what does that mean? There has to be a lot of control into how things are going to be done. Where are the doors at? Where's the walk-in door at? Where's the windows if you're going to have windows? Everything has to be well planned. We really say measure twice, cut once. That's what we do. So in this video, you're gonna be seeing a picture of our architectural plans, our floor plan, our framing plan. So we do a lot of the planning. So we're basically constructing at the office. We're constructing on paper, and here we're simply executing. And that's what makes our projects, very efficient, because there's not a lot of questioning. Our client pre-approved our architectural designs, where he was wanting the doors, everything, pre-approved it beforehand. That way when we come here, we're not having any issues, any miscommunication. We've gone through that. So we've gone through those pains, and we said, nah, we constructed at the office, all we're doing here is just executing. So in the video, you're gonna be seeing the type of plans that we create, and that's what makes us different and makes us a lot more efficient, and obviously then from there a lot of higher satisfaction when it comes down to the end result. And even for our builders, like right now they're focused more on executing than really thinking, okay, no, where did he want the windows, where do you want the doors, where do we got to put in every purlin. So typically an I-beam or a lot of the frame material is not painted. It's got some red oxide here and there, but in this case, you know, we are offering to paint your frame. So depending what what color you want, we can paint the frame. Careful with the base trim that we're installing. You can see they're installing the base trim right now. So the panel is going to be sitting up here on top, and this really helps from critters, insects, bugs from coming in. What I really love is how heavy duty construction this is. Like, the frame is heavy. For here, if I'm not mistaken, it's either 14 pounds or 19 pound I-beams. It's extremely heavy. We did the math on this whole frame. It's about 8,000 pounds just for the frame. So the whole frame, and that's not even including the metal. So you can imagine this is just heavy construction that we do. So right here is going to be like a little bit of a porch area, and this is very common in Texas. Basically, you know, you can just come and park your trucks so you don't have to put them inside, or sometimes it's just kind of a space to chill and grill out or hang out. We're in Fredericksburg. It's a tourist town on the side of San Antonio and Austin. Fredericksburg is a German town, by the way. I highly recommend it to just come and have a family little trip, mini trip if you're in Texas. And right here, that's why this is more like a campsite, but it's supposed to be used for a business of some sort. I need to talk to our client a little bit more in detail. But shout out to Argenis. He's the sales pack winner of last month. He's the one that sold this project. We'll probably have him come in when it's fully finished and tell you guys a little bit more of what this building's being used for. And David is actually recording this camera, so he's very competitive, so I'm pretty sure he's like, oh, that's shout out. But you'll see him on a video pretty soon. Right here, this is the porch area, and our client did his own concrete. We gave him the floor plan, okay? So we do our concrete work, but sometimes if our client wants to do their own concrete, that's totally fine. He did a pretty good job, but he did ask for us to do his floor plan. So we do provide a floor plan where we specify where to embed your plates, and we're going to talk about the plates a little bit, and how to do your notch work and everything to make sure that everything is going to fit perfectly. So if you're going to do your own concrete, ask for our floor plan. We customize it based on your project and do it for you. And we also put our recommendations, how to do your footings, what kind of rebar, all the specifications of your concrete based on our recommendations. But then again, if you really want something solid, I recommend an engineered foundation. As you can see, they did a pretty good job. Right here, we got the notch. The building is sitting, the enclosed section is sitting about 1.5 inches higher. That way no water is coming in here. And they did a pretty good job. There will be a slight modification because the track of the door is probably not going to be big enough here. Okay, we might have to do just a slight modification, but I'm going to re-verify. It might be just 1 inch. It might even still pass through. We're still going to have overhead doors here. So it's going to be all overhead doors. In the architectural plans, you should be seeing the colors here. So it's going to be charcoal, and we're going to talk about the material, but we're going to have charcoal, white, and some matte black trim. So that's why the frame is being painted black. Check this out. We're using all 6-inch I-beams, or 6-inch purlins for this frame. The frame spacing's around 17, I believe. I need to check the plan, but it is about 17 for every I-beam column. So for all around, we use a base angle. So a lot of times if you're going to be doing your plumbing, just so you can think, the biggest thing to really consider is how much further in is it coming in from the frame. So in this case, if we're using 6-inch purlins, we're coming in 6 inches. So always keep that in mind. If you're going to be putting your electrical box or just anything that you're going to be inside, kind of keep that in mind. The purlins come in 6 inches. But the base angle, we typically only use standard 2x4 base angle. Sometimes a purlin, just depends what you're trying to accomplish. I don't like the purlin sitting on the bottom because it does tend to get debris, especially for like a workshop. So that's why we just use just a base angle. But that's only taking away 4 inches from the inside. So that way, if you are running any plumbing, keep that in mind. We can notch the base angle. The main thing is not to have any plumbing next to the I-beams. Right now, they're installing the wainscoting. So it's going to be gray for wainscot, white for the walls. That's Eduardo right there, the lead man. They're also painting the frame right now. So now I want to show you guys right now what we have here is the steel door. I wanted to walk through the steel door, but I'm not sure if it's already been framed in. Yeah, still, they're still working on it to get you through there, David. So we're gonna have to go around. But these are steel doors. They're super heavy duty. The skin is made out of steel and it's flush just to the ground. So in the red iron projects, we do tend to use a little bit more heavier duty stuff. Now, that door I recommend it for like workshops. However, if you're going to be doing like a barn dominium, you can also have your own door and we can install it for you. So come on this way. So also very common is to have a lean-to, okay? Right now we're just continuing off of the roof. I actually like this more instead of having like a lean-to coming off of the sidewall. Although we trim it around, we flash it nice to make sure there's no water coming in, filtering through. More efficiently, it's just a continuous lean-to, and we can even break the pitch. So we got a 312 pitch over there. We can break the pitch and just make it a different pitch on this side. So I think there's like 1 foot drop only. For our lean-to here, we're using 6-inch I-beams. It's only 12 feet wide, so we don't need 12-inch I-beams for this small of a lean-to, but we're using 6-inch nice I-beams. So let me tell you guys a little bit of the process. So they did start about 3 days ago, so it's already been framed. They're extremely efficient. 6-man crew right now. They should be finished. Today is Friday. They should be finished by Tuesday. We're expecting Tuesday for them to finish pretty fast. But it is a bigger crew and everyone knows what they're doing. Like right now, they're installing the base trim. And over there, they're already following through with the wainscoting panels. So this is the process. When you order from us, say right now the one recording is David, say you order with David. David will create an architectural plan, just a general architectural plan, an idea, make sure that that fits what you're looking for. Then it goes through our construction process review. And while it's in construction review, it's also in our permitting to make sure if you have any permits, no permits, yes, no. If there's not, it goes through smoothly. If there is permits, that's really out of our control. It's all based on what's required by the permitting, and we have a whole permitting department that helps pull permits, whether it's residential, commercial, whatever it is. And then from there, it goes through construction review. By then, the framing plan, architectural plan, floor plan for the concrete, all that is finalized and planned out beforehand. And then we put it on a schedule. And so, for example, for this project, we got it all planned out. It passed construction review, and we ordered the materials beforehand. So the materials arrived, I think they arrived on Monday, and we started on Tuesday. It was a little rainy, but basically we have all the materials here. Our equipment arrived on Monday as well, ready to execute. So our equipment arrived, material arrived, and our guys come in a day later. And everything's here so they can just come in, and again, execution. But there's no questions. Everybody knows what they're doing. They're just following the plans. We brought our guys some tacos. If you're in Fredericksburg, Machete Tacos, phenomenal. Great tacos. So we got the material already, everything pre-ordered, everything well controlled, all our materials. We work a lot with Mueller. They are extremely professional, so we work a lot with them. They provide us all the material, and it was all delivered and dropped off and ready for execution. So I'm really excited for you guys to come and check out the final product, because we're gonna have some matte black trim starting to become more popular, as well as gray and white. So this is gonna be pretty unique, and it's gonna be spectacular. So don't forget to subscribe. You don't wanna miss that out. And we got a lot of other cool projects that are coming up. So stay tuned, especially some bolt-up buildings. We have a lot of bolt-up projects. So if you're wondering, should I go weld up? Should I go bolt up? We're gonna be talking more and more about that, especially for a rigid frame construction that we do. So I hope you enjoyed this video, guys. I'll see you guys in the next one.